Hi everyone, this is going to be my review for Christopher Robin. Quick summary, this is like Christopher Robin grown up. Christopher Robin is obviously the boy who is friends with Winnie the Pooh. So this is him like 20 years later after he grows up, and suddenly Winnie the Pooh shows up, and it kind of goes through Winnie the Pooh making him young again because he's like obsessed with work and not his family. And so he accepts, Winnie the Pooh, and he becomes kind of a child a little again, and he realizes how important his family is. Yay, regular fun message. Quick review. First of all, this is Ewan McGregor's in it, and if you didn't know, Ewan McGregor's like my favorite. So I was going to watch it anyway. But beside that, to be completely honest, I was expecting a different plot from this. I was actually expecting the plot from, if you ever seen the movie Drop Dead Fred, look it up. It's horribly cheesy and childish, but it's a good plot. So I was kind of expecting that. Let me explain. So in Drop Dead Fred, her imaginary friend kind of comes back into her psyche. And so the entire movie is like her interacting with this invisible friend of hers, and she has to go to put on these meds to kind of even out her moods, and so she's slowly forgetting her childhood in Drop Dead Fred to kind of grow up, and in the end she realizes she needs to relax and everything. So I was kind of expecting a little bit of that, meaning that Winnie the Pooh would show up, but he would be the only one to see them like alive, and then it disrupting his life, but still teaching him to be like a child again. That's what I was kind of expecting. I was kind of expecting the end to be a little bit more sad. And this is the thing that I don't get, because I cry at everything. Absolutely cry at everything. And so many people, when they saw the movie before I saw it, were like, oh, you're gonna cry. Oh, I cried. Oh, I cried. I didn't shed a tear, and I'm wondering what connected with them and not me. So, I mean, it wasn't a sad ending. It was a very happy ending. It was a very Disney, everything, of course we'll see it your way ending. It was a very Disney, cartoonish type ending, and it was like he didn't have to say goodbye to Winnie the Pooh. They all connected, and he introduced his family, so I don't know. So I just don't think this movie connected that well with me. And that's the other thing. It was marketed, for kids, but Winnie the Pooh isn't like huge into the media, you know what I mean? But just watching it, I think the message and the storyline was meant more for adults than it was for kids. And actually the coloring of Winnie the Pooh and his friends and everything, they were very sepia tone, you know what I mean? They were washed out. And I would understand if they were washed out when he grows up, but when we first saw them as a little boy, that they were more colorful, because I would get that analogy. But they were washed out from the very beginning, and we just wanted them to be a little bit more colorful and bright. I don't know. So that's just another critique. Anyway, where does it fall on here? I mean, I was entertained. There was value in it. I did enjoy it. It just didn't connect with me like other people. I am ranking this number 10 out of 28 movies. I would much rather see Deadpool, actually, before I see this movie again. But I would much rather see this movie over, what was number 10 originally? Tomb Raider. I would much rather watch this movie over Tomb Raider again. Alright guys, that is my review for Christopher Robin. I will see you for the next one. Alright, bye.